Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa Kente, your kingdom concierge.
Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa. Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa. Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa. Step into the ladies' room. Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa. Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa. Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa. Step into the ladies' room. Topics that interest you, fun and ministry too. She's on the cutting edge. Come and join the Kingdom Concierge. Step into the ladies' room.
Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa Kente, your kingdom concierge.
Well, happy Monday, everyone, and welcome back to the Ladies Room Talk Show. I am so excited about you being here today. Did you have a great day today? I live in Birmingham, Alabama, and it started off a little rainy, but man, did it clear up, and it is beautiful outside. I mean, one day I'm going to have the Ladies Room outside and go live because our days are getting longer. So I think we can do that and be okay. I just kind of take my laptop out and get me a nice scenery out of the park, Railroad Park or whatever, and just kick it. I think it'll be great. So thank you again for showing up and hanging out with us inside the Ladies Room Talk Show. What I'd like for you to do at this time is to go out and share this live. Share this live with your network of friends. Put it out there in your stories. Let everyone know that the Ladies Room Talk Show is now on the air. And I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to my previous guest. Hey, it's Autism Awareness Month. And I had the wonderful pleasure last week of having Alice Miller Jennings. She's an educator in Birmingham, and she is the mother of an adult son who has autism. And what she did was she shared with us her amazing journey in raising her son when she first found out that he was autistic, and when he was first diagnosed, and the things that she went through, the journey of the emotional roller coaster that she experienced during that time, and where she is now. You know, he's an adult. He's grown now. And so now she shared with us what it's like being a parent to an adult son with autism. So guys, this is just a really great month, and we're so honored to have her to come in. Everyone does not come in and want to tell their story, tell their journey, but I believe if you tell your journey, it's a testimony to someone else who may be walking in those same shoes. So Alice, thank you so much again for hanging out with us last week and sharing your story about your son with autism. All right, again, guys, listen, last week I had an opportunity to be in one of the amazing stage plays written by Mark Raby of Encore Theater, and that was Grown Man Issues. If you missed it, you missed half of your life. It was great. We had some wonderful times. We had some sold out shows. A lot of people came, loved it. It became the buzz of Birmingham and Jefferson County. So certainly if you missed that, we did have an encore on last Thursday, which was a good show as well. So big kudos to the entire cast of Grown Man Issues. And I may have them on the show so we can talk about our experience and how we learn to bond together as a family, and how much we're appreciative of Mark Raby and everything he's doing with Encore Theater. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful venue and a wonderful arts program that he's offering there. So kudos to Mark Raby. And thank you again, Mark, for allowing me to have the opportunity to play the role of Nancy. So that was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and introduce our guest today. We have Empress Lavondia, who is in the building tonight. I'm going to bring her on, and she has some amazing guests that's going to be joining her here tonight. So I want to bring her in. Lavondia, how are you?
Hi. Everything is good. I'm good. Thank you.
I understand you're traveling, so I'm excited and honored that you're taking out the time to hang out with us tonight inside the ladies' room.
Yes, thank you. It's
yes,
exciting.
So you brought some friends with you today. I believe you have a student, maybe.
One of my dance members. one of my
Yes.
first male dancers.
Wow, and he is such a joy. Has the same name as my son. So I'm excited about him being on the show today. But he's a gentleman, so he's gonna allow our female guest to be introduced, and then we'll bring him in. But I told Matthew we saved the best for last, so I think he's good with that. So next up we have Martha R. Williams, and I will let you introduce her, Lavondia, and tell the audience what it is that she does with Nathifah.
Nathifah. Okay, Martha Williams is Nathifah Dance Company seamstress, have been our seamstress for many years. She was the one that made my wedding dress. And in our upcoming show that we're about to do called the Afrocentric Experience, she would be playing as the elder quilter grandmother in the production. Yeah, it's exciting to have her.
So she is a woman of many talents.
Yes.
Yes, that's a good thing. That means you can do it
Yes,
all.
it is.
They're what they call you are every woman. How about that?
As Black women, we have no choice.
You are exactly right. I mean, I ditto that and kudos to you. And last but not least, we're going to bring on to the ladies' room, Matthew. Hey, Matthew.
Hi.
Welcome to the Ladies Room Talk Show. Lavondia, tell us a little bit about Matthew.
Okay, so Matthew actually is our second male dancer. And I call Matthew my little gift from God. I was praying that the Lord would send me performing artists that are ready to go to the next level. I want professional mindset. And Matthew was sent to me from the way of UA. He's a college graduate with a dance degree, marketing degree, if I'm not mistaken. And he is just awesome. He's many talents, ballet, jazz, contemporarily. And I think Nathifah's Dance Company has been his first time really getting wet with African dance. So he's a blessing to have. And he also is a percussionist.
Okay. So that helps you because you do a lot of drum and bongo playing. So it's he's multitasking too. So it looks like God has blessed you with multi gifts.
Yes.
With Nathifah, and I'm really excited about that. Now, I know that Martha is going to have to dip off here for a second, but let's talk a little bit, have a little dialogue with her, Lavondia, and some of the things that she's doing now. I think in the green room, guys, I believe that Martha, I believe she created and designed my costume for a play an off-Broadway stage play that I was in back in college. And I'm almost certain, Martha, I was in Summerfest under James Hatcher, and I was the lead for Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And the jacket that I wore was a silver and black sequence. And I remember it had the lines that go down in silver and black, and I had the black slacks. And I was jazzy now. I was real jazzy. But I believe if you were the seamstress then, and you did a lot for James Hatcher, I'm almost certain you made that for me.
I was probably second in. I know I worked as manager for the costume shop 1 or 2 summers, and a couple years there was me and Russell alone. So I don't know how many years I worked there. I'd say on and off maybe 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. Okay. And I remember Russell. Russell was an amazing guy.
Yes, Russell was a mess. He has passed on now, but he was somebody to know.
Yeah, he really was.
So much. He taught me so much. He would give me a rendering, and he would give me patterns. He would give me the stack of fabrics that were supposed to be constructed, and he would leave the room. He would leave the shop and leave me to figure it out. But that's what taught me. Now I can do dresses from a photograph. And that's why, because he pushed me into that. And I used to be so mad and so nervous, but I'm really grateful to him. He taught me so much.
Wow. So you've been at this for a while. And
I've toured internationally. I've worked for a lot of people in a lot of places doing a lot of things. I've climbed in those jump tents that kids have and repaired them. And I've also toured internationally with major entertainers. So I've done a lot of stuff.
Wow. And what an honor, Lavondia, to have such talent and wisdom and experience to come and work with Nathifah Dance and Company. Now, what all does she do for you? I know she's going to be doing some acting. And so does she design all of the attire? Because the dance attire is gorgeous.
Well, for this show, we are using some of Martha's work. Um, Martha actually would be wearing around her my grandmother's quilt. So when we're doing a tribute to grandmothers,
Mm-hmm.
we call it the Afrocentric Experience, but it's actually a piece by Bill Witters.
Mm.
I too am a grandmother of 10. Biological, I have 3, and my grandson is also autism, and he loves to sing. So we sing songs, and one day we began to sing Grandma Hands, and he was hitting those notes. And this is back in doing like this Thanksgiving. So that birthed something in my spirit, and it just went from one thing to another. So we're doing the Afrocentric Bill Withers Grandma Hand. And believe me, it is something that you have not seen. It has Bill Withers in there. And we take it back to Guinea. We
Wow.
switch back to Bill Withers. We bring it back to gospel. We come.
Wow.
I know. So
Wow.
Martha starts it off with the quilt, and she comes on and she calls for the children in the village, and then the humming starts. Yeah, and it's just awesome. And she sits down and begins to stitch, and then the dancers start coming on, and we just dance all around about Grandma Hands. How them hands are
Mm.
always into some of everything.
This is
One of the things that Lavondia does that I really love is that in her teaching, she tells you, and Mr. Matthew can probably relate to this. She tells you what the dance means, what the movements mean, what the purpose of the dance is. You know, are you honoring this person? Are you honoring that person? Is this for a bride or is this a sorrowful dance? And I just love that she tells you what part of Africa you're honoring. She really educates about West African dance. She really does. Been
wow.
doing that. I've been working under her for 20, I would say 25 years. I'm
Wow.
positive it's been 25 years.
Yeah, it's been
So,
25.
yeah.
So 25 years. And so you, Lavonda, you're getting ready to celebrate 30 years of actually being in business.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's a long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I commend the two of you because I don't even know if Matthew is 25 years old, but I do. But I commend you because that's rare to hear people partner together, work together, and continue to do that for its longevity.
Yeah.
It's very rare. It's very, especially for women.
Yeah.
Women. And so I just have to commend both of you for staying the course and for being that unity, for being that bond that you're pouring into the lives of people like Matthew and so many other young people who are
Mhm.
across your paths. I mean, you're showing people something. You're showing people that that community is very important. I have a client that I produce his podcast, and he just wrapped up a series on how life works better with community, and it's
Yeah.
important to commune with one another. And so, you guys obviously are a good result of effective community, and that now you're bringing people like Matthew in because at some point, Lavondia, we're not going to be here forever. You know,
Mm.
we have to
Right.
duplicate
Right.
ourselves. We have to find people that we can pour this knowledge into so that they can carry that torch. Um, while we're gifted and God has blessed us, it's not for us to take it to the grave. And
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
you ladies are, I mean, Matthew, how do you feel? This is an honor, my brother.
Yes. Actually, so me and Lavondia were riding up to Selma for our trip yesterday to come up to perform in one of the schools, and we were discussing how much it means to me that she is here and being able to give me this experience. Because as a dancer, you want to be able to train in a lot of different styles.
Right.
But one style that is definitely not as prominent is African dance, and especially specifically West African dance. And we were just discussing how it's a blessing that she is here in Birmingham because she's not originally from Birmingham. So her being here and sharing her gifts, and also Martha helping to make sure that the costumes are pulling together or seaming together this story, it really helps to bring something different to the next generation, and especially the next generation of people of color in Birmingham, and showing them that yes, dance does matter.
So, Lavondia, how much did you pay Matthew to say that? That was very well said.
Well, nah, nothing. He's gonna get a good check for that.
But that speaks volumes, because I know he's speaking that from his heart.
Yeah.
What he's doing and how you guys make an impact on his life. Let's talk a little bit. Martha, you still have a little bit more time for us? Or you
they haven't come yet. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, wonderful. I want to talk about the grandma's hands that's coming up. When is it going to be? Where is it going to be? What time is it going to be? And how can we get tickets?
Okay, so Grandma Hands would be at the Birmingham Public Library downtown in the auditorium on May 12th. It's a Thursday night, and it is actually free to the general public. We are asking that they just give a donation.
Okay.
I'm asking $10 or more, because you'll pay at least that for a ticket. But at the end of the day, we're not stressing. We just want to tell our story, Nathifah's Dance Company. Yes, we are rooted. We started off as the first West African American dance company in the state of Alabama. Through my training of modern dance and creative dance and jazz dance, I just tell my story right now. I would be 55 next month.
Okay.
And I can say that through those years, I have a story to tell. It's been my healing through way of just expressing myself through different trials and tribulations, and being an artist with a vision in Birmingham, with just birthing so much and not having the resource such as a drummers that can come in and just really commit, because people think just picking up the drum, you just did it. However, you got to stay connected to the vision, or the person with the vision. And my vision may end up taking me someplace else where it may bring us back to Africa,
Right.
So sometimes it takes dedication. It takes long hours of, time and studying what the body is saying, because your music is helping me tell my story. So this particular piece, as I said before, is a piece that I have been birthing through way of just keeping the company focused on surviving while we go through all of we've been through the COVID, through different people coming in and out of the company and stuff. So I sat back one day and I said, I'm gonna open the floor to like-minded people. So this performance is not just focusing on African Americans, it is focused on diversity of culture. We have Lisa Gibbs, she's a ballet dancer. We have LaDonna Smith, she's a violin player. We have Tammy Coleman, she actually plays snare drums, drums with the sticks, but she's coming in playing kuga drum. We have Allen, she's on Doon Doon, the samba and the kinkini. And then we have Jasmine, she's a vocalist and she plays the tambourine. We got her two boys in there playing cowbells.
Okay.
And we're making our music become music. We are telling our story of what it's like to just share in the community through our gifts.
That is amazing. So, Martha, let me ask you, how does it feel to play such a pivotal role in this production?
I think it hasn't hit me yet. Um, I'm, it's prom season, so I'm real busy. But I love Lavondia. I call her by her nickname, but I won't do that. But I love
Martha.
Lavondia. No,
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 But
no.
Martha, I know where I
She'll
know you
never
from now.
forgive me.
Hey, Martha, I
Where?
know where I know you from now.
Where?
You did some alterations on a suit that I bought. It was a lime green suit, and they're a pair of pants, and you hemmed them.
Okay. And probably Town and Gown. I'm pretty
No,
sure Town and Gown.
actually, this was a year ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Now
There,
that's possible. It's been so many people that they blur, that I have to remember. But we have become a team. Me and Lavondia
yeah.
we have become an energy because we fight all the way through our process in love. She brings food. We fight. I don't like this. I want to do this. But she loves the quality of what I produce.
Right.
I line stuff. I believe the costumes should last and they should be comfortable and they should say whatever the visionary is trying to say. And so I believe in authenticating stuff. I want it to look like it's supposed to look. I follow her lead, but I use my creativity and my skill to bring whatever she's saying to life.
And also, if I can jump in, as a dancer, it's sometimes very hard to find something that you can wear that looks amazing, but then also is going to be able to do the things that your body
functional, yeah.
Right.
Every single garment that I've worn that she's made has done both things excellent.
I actually have on a T-shirt that she took and created.
Oh, cute! I like it. I like it.
I just sew. I don't really claim any. I try to do. It's fun to watch someone come in and ask for, oh, I've been dreaming about this. I like her wedding dress. It's just fun to bring somebody's dream to life. And it's a God-given talent. I have a degree and my mother sewed, my godmother sewed, my grandmother sewed, but I know this is a God-given talent.
Yeah.
I know that, and it's just fun.
It is, Martha, I'm going back because I can't let it go. I gotta make you remember because I came to your house and you hemmed those pants for me. I brought you some lunch from Bessemer.
Okay.
Out in Bessemer. I said, hey, you hungry? Bring you something to eat. You was like, yeah, okay. So I brought you some food. And Classy Boutique.
Yes, I know her. Yes.
I bought
right up the street.
That's exactly right. And so my suit, she recommended you. And actually, I wore that suit yesterday for Easter.
Okay.
And it still looks good, by the way.
Oh, it's going to. I try to do a very good job because I want you to come back, and I try to treat people like I want to be treated.
Right.
I think that in Black business, it's unfortunate that sometimes we don't think we can go to us, and I don't want that to be said about me, because it's not true of everybody.
That's right.
It's not true of everybody. I try very hard to do a good job for whoever, and I just, that's enough about me.
It just dawned on me. I kept looking, I know that face. So yes. So man, Lavondia, this is going to be a really, really good event and a good production. I have a clip that I want to play. This just shows a little bit about Nathifah Dance Company and some of the things that you guys are doing. So I wanted to show that if I could.
Okay. I gotta go.
I'm excited.
Are you going, Martha?
Yeah, I'm
All
going.
right. We love you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us in the ladies' room. All right.
See you Sunday at rehearsal.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that'd be good if you had it. Isn't that awesome?
You
That
got
was
me crying.
beautiful. That was beautiful. Are you crying, Lavondia? As we say in theater, and scene. So while Lavondia is getting herself together, Matthew, what did you think about that?
I think it was amazing to see all of the impact, because while there was a lot of dancing, what I noticed is that there was such a range of people. You saw children in class, and some of those pictures I recognized because I was in those taking the picture, and
Yeah.
really being able to see how she has this energy to be able to teach this dance and music and culture to so many different age groups, which is rare. As someone who is just now starting to get experience in teaching, sometimes it's not always easy to teach every single age group. And it's been great to not only see her teach, but have her help me with how I'm teaching and see all of the different years of her work in this company and knowing that she's created something great.
Wow. Lavondia, are you able to talk yet?
Yeah. I just sat there and I just said that this is preparing me for May 12th, as well as for next year when I walk across that stage and say 33 decades, 3 decades of just, impacting community. And some of my dancers are now mothers and teachers and doctors and, principals. And it's just amazing to see how that sacrifice that it took to um, go through. I can tell a story. I'm gonna just say that, domestic violence, single parenting to keep the vision rolling, um, just trying to keep real life together. I'm just gonna say that. And sometimes you be misunderstood.
Right.
Sometimes you have to take a lot of pain with you. I always tell it's like a woman that goes through those 9 months of carrying a baby. You got those, what is it, 3 trimesters that you go through. In that
Yes.
last trimester, when that baby is about to come, and then you push that last push, and then you see the glory of that beauty, and only you can tell what it was like. Everybody got a different story to tell, but only you can tell your story.
That's
And
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That is so
yeah.
beautiful.
I mean, I got a story to tell, but at the
Mhm.
end of the day, um, yeah. So that little clip, just like, you know, Wes is preparing another PowerPoint for Grandma Hands, as well as for the upcoming show that we're going to do next year.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I'm just, these tears are just tears of what I know is going to take place next month. And I'm just excited. I'm just honored. I'm excited. I'm tired. I'm happy. I'm like all of these emotions that deals with just telling your story. And I call it through body, mind, and soul.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Let's tell the listening audience again when this event is going to be. Grandma Hands and I'm looking forward to coming. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to coming and just seeing the story unfold. So
Okay.
again, it's going to be May 12th
May
at
12th,
the Birmingham Library
Central
downtown.
Library downtown at
Okay.
7 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30.
Okay. And so guys, Lavondia is saying that there is no cost to it, but they're accepting donations of $10 or more. Let's go ahead and do that. Because you know what she's doing, she's been around for 30 years. So she, you know, it's not cheap to
Mhm.
run I'm assuming it's a nonprofit with the caliber of production that she does, the caliber of people like Matthew that she's able to bring on board, and Martha, and some of the other people that she's named, and the beautiful costumes and the fabrics that's used. And a lot of these fabrics, Lavondia, knowing you like I do, and most people don't know this, but this is not your first time being in
Mhm.
the ladies' room. You're no
Mhm.
stranger to the ladies' room. Matt's first time, but
Mhm.
it's Lavondia. I think this is your second or third time being with us. So um, knowing you the way I do, I'm sure that some of these fabrics are authentic fabrics. They're not, you know, paint stained fabrics. Some of these fabrics probably come from Africa, if not all of them. So I know that this is not cheap to do. And so I think to get this donation to such a worthy cause, I think will be great. $10 or more. That's what I'm personally asking. Lavondia is not asking this. She's saying it's a donation. I'm asking that we donate and we support the arts.
Yeah.
I believe that at one point, I remember I was on an interview, Fox 6, and they were talking to some of the parents about what we thought about the arts remaining in the schools, or would the schools miss out on anything if they removed the arts. And, you know, they didn't know that I am a product of the arts. Performing arts in South Carolina. I'm a vocalist. I dance then. I'm an actress. So there's a lot of things that I do with the arts. You cannot function as a society without the arts. Everything we do is hinged on some form of talent.
Mhm.
So, I mean, we can't do without it. And so, but
Mhm.
you can function, of course. The best way you function is with the help of the Holy Spirit and the help of God. But it needs, you know, you need money to do
Yeah.
this. We need
Yeah.
some finances to do this, and I believe that it will be a good way for us to donate and to help the cause on May 12th. Now, do we get these tickets online, Lavondia, or do we pay at the door?
You just come and you pay at the door. Let me also share that this performance is sponsored and supported by the Alabama Dance Council on the Arts, and the Birmingham Public Library will be hosting us
Okay.
as well. And as far as the fabric is concerned, we are using a piece that was designed by Akilla Woodward. She's a painter. She's a painter, and
Hmm.
some of the fabric that we're using has authentic meaning behind it that was handmade by her, but Martha sewed the actually garment. So I try to
Okay.
bring everybody gift to the table to help tell the story. So I do want to share that we are using um, costumes or garments that were mind, body, and soul handmade by Birmingham owned artists. So for that particular piece, we will be doing that. So I do want to say that there. You know, although Nathifah specialize in traditional West African dance, we
Mhm.
also use creativity. So we just don't focus on just African dance,
Right.
African garments. You know, I tell everybody, every artistic director have their own flow of energy. So we all create through who we are. So although I focus on traditional West African dance because I am a dancer of movement, my costumes express that movement.
Okay.
So that movement may have a taste of authenticness.
I love it. So, Matthew, we have people out here who are looking at this show and inside the ladies room and may want to get started in something like this, or may want to do something like this. Some young people who would like to express themselves and by way of arts. What would be some of the things that you would encourage them to do?
Well, especially with young people, as you know, technology is huge. And the best thing I would say is always being in person, doing a class, having instructors like Lavondia or your teachers being able to help you and give you that one-on-one tutelage. But there are so many things at our disposal now, so many resources. Check YouTube. There's always a class online. So, and even if you're getting one-on-one instruction in person, you can reiterate that and keep practicing more things online. And the more that you know, the more of an asset you will hopefully be to employers or to other people. But the main thing I would say to anyone, and I know this is not going to be popular to some people because sometimes you're very passionate about it, but education is very important. So finishing up high school, learning a trade, or going to college, because you always want to make sure that you have something to either fall back on or something that can support you while you're chasing your.
Nice. Very well said. Now, Matthew, how old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23. Okay. I had you at about 18. You look very young. You really do.
Thank you. Sunscreen every day.
Okay. Look, drop in the chat what kind we need to get. All right, Lavondia, as we wrap up here tonight, any last words that you have for the listening audience tonight before we close?
We are here to support you with anything that you need. I know that we're starting to open back up, as they say it. So if you have a family reunion, if you have a wedding out there, if you have some summer camps that you would like us to come to, if you have some schools, we come and do artist in residency. If you just want to come and have a moment just to spend with me so I can just share with you my life, my dream, my dance experience. I have one-on-one private classes. If you want to come and just share the feeling of what it feels to show yourself through rhythm of music, those doors are open too. So come, call, stay in touch. But most of all, when you come, you gotta be ready.
Now that's the truth, because I have been to a couple of performances and I just got hot and sweaty and tired just watching you dance. I mean, you give it your all, and it's such a beautiful thing. So yes, you like that little music there, Lavondia?
I like that music.
I knew you would. I tried to find something with a little bongo-ish, at the undertone. Hey, Matthew, I wish you had some space so you can give us a little dance.
Woo! Yes, I think if I mess up my mom's office, she would not.
No, yeah, and then we would catch it on air too, so you couldn't rely your way out of it. So,
but that's why May 12th is important that you come. It's not going to be a long show because it's a Thursday night. So I do believe in starting on time, 7 o'clock. The show is roughly a good hour, maybe a little less than that. We are going to have a Q&A. So be prepared to just think about some questions and ask, and we'll be ready to do our best to answer them in a good time to get you back home and get ready for the next day.
Right. I love it, guys. Listen, go ahead and mark those calendars. May 12th. May 12th, 7 o'clock p.m. Get there on time because you don't want to miss anything. Yeah. Lavondia is time sensitive. So she's going to start on time, and you can really miss some great things if you don't get there in a timely fashion. So guys, let's go ahead and support. I'm sure for more information, if you need more information, you can reach out to the Birmingham Library downtown for more information about what's going to be taking place on that day. $10 donation, guys. It's free to you, but I am asking
$10 or more.
Yes, $10 or more. $10 plus. How about that? So let's support the arts, guys, and most importantly, let's support Nathifah Dance Company, a really, really great company and a really, really great cause. Lavondia, thank you so much for joining us again inside the Ladiez Room. It's been a joy to have you again. And Matthew, a newcomer. This is your first time, but we certainly don't want it to be your last.
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you for coming, and tell your mom thank you for allowing us to use her office virtually.
Yes, she's watching.
Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us inside the Ladies Room Talk Show. We are excited about what's going to be taking place as we continue throughout the year of 2022. So be sure to tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everyone you know. The Ladies Room Talk Show will be back next Monday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you soon inside the Ladies Room. Good night.